Hi everyone, Dr. Nemechek here, giving you another update on my concussion. So we're now 72 hours out. Um, I talked to you last the morning after, and I was only able to get through my morning patients. What happens is, as I said, it's difficult to regulate blood pressure to your head after a concussion. And so sitting here talking to people uh, by my lunch break, I just had a crushing headache, really tight neck pain. It's called coat hanger pain, and I just couldn't function. So we ended up having to cancel the afternoon. Unfortunately, those were all telemedicine visits, so nobody was greatly inconvenienced. Yesterday, I made it through the morning. I took a long nap at lunch. I had some chicken soup and a lot of salt and chugged a lot of water. And I was able to get through the afternoon. I had 5 visits in the afternoon. I felt good enough. I went to the grocery store. I do all the shopping, and I enjoy cooking dinner. And that was just too much. By the time I got home from the grocery store, I was just trashed. I basically took some more salt, chugged a bunch of water, took a couple Advil, laid down for an hour. And, laid down. So I'm having trouble getting blood pressure to my head and my scalp and neck muscles. And that's where my brain fog and just kind of anxiousness and the scalp pain, my headaches, my neck pain come from. So salt and water will boost pressure to my head, and you get rid of gravity as well. I can get blood pressure there. And I woke up, I felt okay. I was able to cook dinner without too much difficulty, and went to bed. Now last night, one of the things that happens if you have low blood pressure, it's hard to perfuse your kidneys correctly, and you don't make enough urine in the daytime when you're upright. And so that blood will pool in the lower half of your body below the level of the kidneys. And so you have all this fluid down here when you go to bed. It'll equilibrate, and now your kidneys see it, and they start making urine. So now this might be TMI. Normally I might wake up once at night to go to the restroom. I woke up 4 times last night with like a full bladder. And that's just, it's called nocturia, Nocturia. It's very common. It's from this low blood pressure effect. I've also noted I'm constipated. Now that's a very common thing. So as I said, when you get a concussion, you have trouble getting blood to your head. And the other thing that happens after concussions is your intestinal conveyor belt slows down. So if the colon slows down, that's your constipation. That's anywhere from 50 to 70% of people within the first week will feel constipated. And I am pretty nauseated at times. I think my stomach's not emptying stomach acid correctly. So both of these will reverse given time. And I did try the vagal stimulator again, and it just dropped my pressure, and it's just too much. When you're kind of acutely injured, VNS can really be a problem at times. And so I've laid off that, but I'm hitting the fish oil and the olive oil really hard, and I'm keeping an eye out in case I might trigger SIBO from this. I would take a round of rifaximin. Now my SIBO fingerprint is suddenly coffee and red wine will make me really nauseated. Now, I'm not drinking any alcohol during this, obviously, but I am drinking my coffee. So I have to watch out for that. Overall, I feel like I'm better today. Still a challenge to stay focused and get things done. And I'm not particularly worried. I know I'll recover. And I'm just doing this kind of video log, kind of educationally for people to see kind of what's the process like when somebody gets a concussion and how do you recover. So that's all for today. I'll check in a couple more days, and everybody have a nice weekend. Bye.